Drive down just about any roadway in our area and you see trash lining the street.
And it got worse during the pandemic, and it's still a constant eyesore across North Carolina. WRAL Investigates Cullen Browder examines the cost, the sources, and the hard-to-find solutions.
From bottles and food wrappers thrown out of windows to trucks with unsecured loads, our roadsides are trashed. In 2018, state crews, contractors, and volunteers picked up 6.8 million pounds of garbage, more than 10 million the next year. After a pandemic pause in cleanup in 2020, trash pickup hit a record 13 million pounds in 2021. Unfortunately, that trash keeps on piling up, which not only looks terrible, but robs our road maintenance fund. Pass by at high speed or slow. It's hard to miss all the litter collecting carelessly along North Carolina roads.
In a way, it's offensive.
It's like the 70s right happening all over again.
How can you live on this earth and just want to disrespect an area you want to call home?
These brightly clad volunteers are working to change that mentality.
Yeah, we try to do a cleanup every weekend.
Frustrated by the amount of roadside trash he saw in the pandemic, Preston Ross started the Great Raleigh Cleanup.
All right, y'all cross here. So I got the other group coming down.
The mission evolved into a nonprofit, attracting close to 700 volunteers like Zach Owens, who picked up more than 85,000 pounds of litter in 2 years.
Whatever little impact we could do out here to help clean up, and it feels good. I feel motivated to come out.
If you think about it, our roadsides are our front yards.
Department of Transportation environmental engineer David Harris oversees our collective front yard, its wildflowers and waste.
I think there is a mindset, and during 2020 when we couldn't pick it up, we saw more people just throwing garbage out.
Another big part of the problem, all the trucks carrying all kinds of debris, some spewing out trash from unsecured loads.
I just wish people would spend as much time and effort that they do on other social issues and just don't throw the trash out, or just make sure their loads are secure.
Harris expects the state to spend close to $22 million this year picking up what shouldn't be thrown out, all money that would otherwise be spent on repairing roads and bridges. That is supplemented by all the volunteer efforts and the relatively new Sponsor a Highway program, where businesses pay for contractors to remove trash in exchange for these roadside advertisements. Johnson Automotive took advantage of the first-come offering by spending millions a year to buy close to 1,000 miles of cleanup territory and signs across the state.
Please don't think this is ever going to go away. We've not solved it yet.
Aside from public service campaigns, the state spends most time and money on pickup, not prevention. While more than 4,000 people reported offenders to the state SWAT a litter bug program so far this year, suspected violators only get warning letters in the mail.
I think enforcement is always one issue that we've always struggled with.
Does it make you angry? Does it?
I'm more so disappointed.
At a time when many are divided, disgust for roadside trash remains one of the few opinions that unite.
People just want to live in a clean city. Like, while we figure out the rest, let's get the trash out.
The most obvious solution and hardest to achieve is altering the sloppy behavior that leaves this mess.
It's such little effort to put it where it belongs.
All of that combines to give the public and the traveling citizens pride in their state.
Is your neighborhood better today? I appreciate it.
So Wake County used an app to collect data on the most common roadside trash, like this. If you think flicking out that little cigarette butt is not a big deal, you are wrong. It's number one on the list, followed by bottles and food wrappers. Okay, if you want to help clean all this up, obviously don't do this. Report offenders to the SWAT a litter bug program, and if you're looking for volunteer opportunities, we have several of them with this story at WRAL.com. Gerald.
All you have to do is look on the side of the road when you're stopped at a traffic light, Cullen. There are a million cigarette butts down there. It's unfortunate. Cullen Browder, live in Wake County. Thank you.